Everyone, I got big news. We are gonna be rich.
Oh my God, Peter, there are thousands of lottery tickets here. Where did you get the money for all these?
Simple. I took out a second mortgage on a house.
What?
Peter, this is idiotic. Your odds of winning are like 100 million to 1. Don't you know the lottery is just a tax on stupid people?
Would you be saying that if the prize was 150 million bags at a neighbor's garbage?
But it's not. I mean, is it? That is an unrealistic, unfair question.
Hello everyone, this is My 2 Cents, and today we are going to be talking about the lottery, which is, in the words of Brian Griffin, a tax on stupid people. I'm going to start by reading a section of an article that was posted in the Wall Street Journal by author Arthur C. Brooks. He is president of the American Enterprise Institute, which is a free market think tank. Powerball, the lottery shared by 44 states, the District of Columbia, and 2 territories, is just one of the sweepstakes run by 47 jurisdictions in the U.S. These games produce nearly $70 billion a year in government revenue and enjoy profits of about 33%, much higher than margins in the private gambling industry. Who are these lotteries' most loyal customers? Poor people. Lots of folks buy the occasional ticket, but studies have long shown a steady association between poverty and lottery play. Many scholars report that the poorest third of Americans buy more than half of all lotto tickets, which is why states advertise so aggressively in poor neighborhoods. Harmless entertainment, you may say, but poor people don't see it that way. They tend to view lottery tickets as an investment. Duke University social scientists Charles Clotfelter and Philip Cook reported in a 1990 study that people earning less than $30,000 a year are 25% more likely to say they play the lottery for the money rather than the entertainment. He goes on to say, even if someone feels compelled to throw a financial Hail Mary, the lottery is a terrible choice. The odds of winning last week's jackpot were about 1 in 292 million, and the average return from $1 spent on lottery tickets is 52 cents, according to a 2002 paper by Melissa Kearney, an economist now at the University of Maryland. But this isn't easy to see for those with low levels of education. My own analysis of survey data from the National Gambling Impact Study Commission suggests that someone who didn't attend college may think that return on lottery tickets is 40% higher than the estimate given by a person of similar demographics who holds a degree. So, the government, the same one that always seems to talk about helping the poor, is receiving revenue from the poor throwing their money away. Does this sound like an enterprise that helps the poor? Further, as Ben Shapiro has noted, the poor people that do win the lottery statistically end up poor again.
This is why if you have a bunch of people who win the lottery, disproportionately people who are poor and win the lottery end up poor again. The reason people are permanently poor in the United States is not because they don't have money, it's because they suck with money. The reason people are temporarily poor is because they don't have money. The reason they're permanently poor, okay, this is self-evident, folks. That's not even controversial. If you're poor in America your entire life, you are not great with money by definition.
Fortune Insiders notes, indeed, the Certified Financial Planner Board of Standards says nearly a third of lottery winners declare bankruptcy, meaning they were worse off than before they became rich. Other studies show that lottery winners frequently become estranged from family and friends and incur a greater incidence of depression, drug and alcohol abuse, divorce, and suicide than the average American.
Sir, about your bill.
Oh, don't worry, Carstairs. There's ample gratuity on there for you.
Well, actually, sir, your card has been declined.
Oh, really? Well, I'm sure a brief call to my accountant will resolve this to our mutual satisfaction. Hello, Schnazenstein. This is Peter Griffin. There seems to be some issue with our credit. I told Carstairs you'd set everything straight. What do you mean I'm broke? What about all that money I sent to the Cayman Islands? They did what with it? No, I don't want it back.
So I say all this because I am absolutely convinced that the lottery exists as a method of helping keep poor people poor. Now, why would the government want to do that? Well, liberals like Bernie Sanders actually benefit from hordes of uneducated people being poor because it guarantees that they'll keep getting elected. Like Ben Shapiro said in that previous clip, if you stay poor consistently throughout your whole life, then by definition you suck with money. If you find yourself poor at some point in your life, that's one thing. If you consistently stay poor, that's entirely another thing. There are very simple things you can do to avoid being poor. Here's an excerpt from a town hall article by John Hawkins. You want to get out of poverty? Well, start with this advice from Walter Williams. Here's Williams' roadmap out of poverty. Complete high school. Get a job. Any kind of job. Get married before having children, and be a law-abiding citizen. Among both black and white Americans so described, the poverty rate is in the single digits. Of course, you can be above the poverty rate and still be living paycheck to paycheck. You want to get ahead? Get a second job if you can and put the money back. The feeling you have when you accumulate enough money in the bank to know you can cover a big car repair, a surprise medical bill, or even a few months out of work will change your life. Well, how about if you want to become a millionaire? Well, take a look at this excerpt from U.S. News and World Report. Start saving at an early age. If you start saving for retirement at age 25 and save $4,830 per year, or about $400 per month, and earn 7% annual investment returns, you will accumulate just over $1 million by age 65. If you wait until age 35 to start saving, you'll need to save over $10,000 per year to hit $1 million by 65, assuming the same investment returns. For every 10 years that you delay, there is going to be a significant increase in the amount you have to save, says Dana Jacobs, a certified financial planner and founding partner of Legacy Care Wealth in Jersey City, New Jersey. You are missing out not only on the contributions, but on the compounding interest. So, bottom line, if you want to buy lottery tickets, that is your prerogative. I'm a libertarian. As I said, I believe every person should have the right to use their time and resources as they see fit. But if you are poor and constantly using every spare dollar you have to try and get rich by buying lottery tickets, well, ask yourself this. Whose choice is it really that you're staying poor? That's my 2 cents. Take it for what it's worth. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. To follow me on Twitter, Minds.com, or VidMe, check out the links in the description.
I can't believe it. We lost everything.
What do we do now? Well, seems like our only hope is the lottery. Holy we won twice and we're right back here again.
We had $150 million and we blew through it in a month.
Yeah, but on the bright side, if this hadn't happened, we never would have met Kyle.
Hey.
Hello.
Hi.
Hey there.
Hi.
And that's not even Kyle.